We are on a Translab finally, 100 miles into it, and we came across a couple of those huge rocks. Those ones are kind of like nice enough to slow down, but the first ones were just going so fast that everything becomes like a white cloud, and we have to slow down to see the road. As you see, those ones are when they pass to you, and you're just going like this, you basically for like honestly like maybe 6 seconds nothing, just like everything white, and you have to guess where you're going. This terrain right now today, it's actually a little bit harder and gravelly, but this one is much more loose than the other section that we came across. So we have to have a little bit more the eyes open because the bike moves a lot. And that's our first part of the Translab. And the trucks were coming like, you know, on the other side and giving us all this dust. And we couldn't, me and Gregor, we had to constantly drive together because not myself nor him can go in front of us because there was a couple of things. The dust and the rocks. Today was rocks flying everywhere, which Julianne got one rocks like really strong on a helmet, and I got a couple on my knees and on my chest. So it was constantly like 180 miles together like this. And we find out actually that we have a problem. Part of the tail of my motorcycle basically completely disconnected, broke. So now we are in Churchill Fall having a bottle of water, just for a change. Having a bottle of water, we're gonna have a dinner and hoping that tomorrow morning somebody can weld aluminum. We found somebody that we thought they could, but he could only weld steel. And so we have a little bit of an issue that tomorrow morning we'll have to like take the plastic apart and try to fix the bike and then proceed with our day number 13. This is Gene again, and I see you tomorrow morning.
So we woke up this morning and finished up a ride report and then went out to pack the bikes and discovered my rear tire had picked up a nail and was completely flat. Fortunately, we had compressed air and
courtesy of me.
Yes, Julianne's company, ISI.
We manufacture those.
we had some CO2 and tubeless flat repair kit, and it really wasn't too big of a deal. We fixed that, and then headed into town. We bought a little portable air compressor just in case we needed to do topping up while we were out, in case it was a slow leak. But my tire seems to be holding. The issue is Gino's bike. The Translab, it didn't start out so bad. It's a little unpredictable, and it just requires all your concentration.
I find it to be very relaxing. I find that.
I don't find it that way at all.
It makes me very sleepy. It lulls me to sleep, actually.
It's really stressful, and you can't stop paying attention at all. And it's also a little unpredictable because you'll be going along and you'll be following a cleaned out section where there's no gravel, and it's good, and then suddenly the grader has come through and it's just all 3 inches of loose sand and rock, and the bike is just wandering all over the place, and you have to keep up enough speed that it doesn't kind of auger in, and at the same time you can't go too fast because it's a little unpredictable and you don't know if there's going to be a rut or, you know, something going across that could catch your wheel. And the other big problem was they were doing construction, and giant dump trucks were just hauling ass down these roads, and as soon as you'd pass one, you would just disappear into a cloud of dust, and if the road turned, you'd never see it. If there was another car, you'd never see it. And so you just kind of had to like look about 10, 20 feet ahead of your bike and just keep paying attention to the track, and then hopefully wait all the dust would clear. So was a little stressful. And then, of course, it wasn't Gino's subframe. We're kind of lucky. The subframe of the HB2 is part of the frame, and that would have been a huge problem. But that is solid. But there's a small sub-subframe that holds up the luggage rack, and it's lightweight. It was never really designed to hold that gas tank and the weight we put on it. And today, putting the extra gallon of gas that we needed to get here was probably the straw that broke the